I've been doing a lot of contemplating lately, as I'm sure we all have, on our situation now. And what I keep on coming back to is that it will end. It's going to end. There's no doubt in anyone's mind, really, that within a few months, maybe a little longer at the most, um, the coronavirus will be something that's a memory, right? We won't be living it anymore. And the question I ask myself, and I'm posing to you, is how did I show up during those days? When I look back a year from now, what will be my answer? I think one thing that's really at the forefront of my mind is that I personally have been more and more drawn to sharing like this, which is something that I'm really, you probably wouldn't realize it, but I'm really an introvert at heart. So putting my face out there has been a little challenging for me, but I'm recognizing that my gift right now is to remain calm and even peaceful, and to provide a space of love that others might not be feeling. So we live in a world where, yes, we're individuals, we're absolutely individuals, and we have thoughts and feelings that affect one another. So, what type of thoughts, what type of feelings am I projecting into our collective? Our collective can go one way or the other. It's like when you're with a group of people and somebody is very negative and down, all of a sudden other people in the group start to be negative and down. So this can happen for an entire society. So I believe that our responsibility right now is to take care of one another. And how do we take care of one another when we when we can't be near each other physically? It's really hard, right? But we can do that. We can take each other into our hearts. We can absolutely stay in communication with one another. We can send each other love. That whole thing of positive vibes is a real thing. So I'm going to step out of this. That was emotion coming through, and I honor it. Breathe into it for a second. So when we think of our loved ones and our friends that are so far away from us right now, stay in touch, send them something, send them good vibes, send the collective good vibes. Here's another thing: when we go out into the grocery store, when we have to come in contact with each other, don't look at your fellow humans like they have the plague. They don't. They're just like you. And we need to smile at one another and connect with one another and understand that we're in this together. Yeah. Give each other, that emotional high five. And when we can go back to hugging, we're going to hug hard, right? And in a year from now, we'll look back and we'll say, I did the best I can. I did the best I could. I stayed relatively calm. I allowed myself to feel, but I realized that the storm would end. And at the end of the storm, there's always beauty at the end of a storm, right? When the sun comes back out again. So stay as positive as you can. Send love to one another, just as I'm sending my heart to you all right now. I love you, and I hope to be with you physically very, very soon.